an attempt to go for it.
Okay. That's one way.
So that's
maybe.
actually,
You know, you got those fast attacks.
The thing is, this Medusa pick is like it hits 2 different boxes, right? Oh my god, dude, this clockwork set. What the hell is that?
Well, what have we got?
Do you see this?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It looks so cool. It looks like a little
He's
fat
got a little
dwarf.
hammer.
All right, we'll see it once it gets in the game. You guys will get to see it. It looks really cute. But okay, so the Ursa versus the Phoenix.
And
of course,
it's good. You know, MTD is playing the Ursa and Pleb's playing the Pudge. Is MTD going to take the Ursa mid, or are they swapping roles, swapping lanes?
I got no idea. That's interesting.
Because doesn't mid Ursa even do too well against the Visage?
Doesn't sound so great at all. I feel like Visage just is able to farm and even maybe bully the Ursa a little bit. I don't know. This is okay. Big difference, but the Ursa can have 2 different big tools. Maybe he's going to go for like just constant playmaking, right? He just wants to rush the Fusel, be able to go for this Dusa, be the one to kill Egg while Pleb is the actual carry. Okay. We've seen the Ursa versus Deuces before, and it can have some success, but I think this Dusa last pick is actually a pretty good jack of all trades because, like we were mentioning, protecting the egg, but now also, how does Own Me ever set up for any black holes as well? Medusa just runs in with Stone Gaze.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's going to be the threat of that, the threat of maybe GH being prepared with the Supernova ready to go off.
Solar Guardian pre-BKB. It's the counter to Enigma. Wherever he black holes, you just click Solar Guardian on it until he does have that BKB done. So let's see if they're going to be able to do it. Because yeah, I just really don't see anyone really to hit the Egg either, unless it's Ursa committing those Furies over that overpower onto it.
But yeah, that's the thing, right? Never feels good if you're having to use that kind of blink overpower first burst of it to go for the Egg rather than get on top of one of these heroes, get one of these other kills.
But he is he's the mid Ursa.
I mean,
so
he's
not
the mid.
the carry, so it kind of switches a little bit of things, I guess. I'm not sure.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to be very intrigued to see how the lane goes.
Yeah, I don't know. This is definitely one that's going to have to be proven by DGG at the very least, because it looks a little awkward.
Overall, does feel better than the last draft, but
that I can agree.
The last draft did feel pretty rough.
I feel like they have to run over with the game, though, right? Like DGG, it feels like if the game just starts to stall and stuff, like in any moments, Dusa is going to have a field day. Phoenix, the higher levels you get, the Egg will become unkillable at some point. So pace is definitely going to have to be set from DGG.
For sure. And that's not to say as well that Nigma Galaxy, if they get a lead themselves, they can't close this up early. They certainly can. You know, we've seen them before when they run around the Medusa lineup. They can close the games up, you know, sub 30 minutes if they get a good start.
Mm-hmm. If she's able to just sit in triangle, get that big 1-2 item timing, then they can just group up around her. Yeah, could definitely see the push coming out. Because they have the Marcy, they have the Visage, they have all these, you know, the combo that we love to talk about. GH.
The battle begins.
So if they can catch anything here, it'll just be the Thunderstrike Pleb. Unlikely to be able to get in range for any sort of hook.
GH will take that. Okay, they got 3 bounty runes. I thought they got 4 for a second. GH, he gets nuked, but he has Edris, so doesn't need to pop a tango. And that's why you see this build coming out from the Phoenix this game. He's playing versus Disruptor. You just counteract the harassment that's going to come out from the multi-mangos. And yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this matchup. I don't think we ever will again either.
Well, this mid lane, yeah. I mean, I would be very impressed if MTD can have a good time here against Sumo.
Because
it's like what about the Ursa feels good to play against? I mean, because the way it was picked as well, do you think they knew for sure that this was the matchup they were picking it into? Or did they think something else was coming from the way that Nigma Galaxy would run their heroes?
I mean, they had to know. Who else was going to go mid? Bottom. Oh. Okay, he's okay. GH. Looks like he did get hooked, but he's all right. Yeah, I'm really not too certain.
I'll see if these side lanes DGG can kind of hold back against Nigma Galaxy.
I actually want to look something. I feel like Miracle, even when Nigma has had their struggles, I feel like they almost always win when he's playing Medusa.
Yeah, there's definitely been patches, or at least periods in the past where it has felt like that.
Because he's played it from the mid a lot, even. Remember in the past when they would like swap it up even with Matu and he'd play Dusa mid carry or something like that? I feel like he's always had these really successful games. And yeah, it looks like it can just be an amazing Dusa game as game progresses. As long as the Ursa doesn't have a good game, which it doesn't look like he's going to have a good start at least.
Oh, for sure. Feels like it shouldn't be easy for him. Even pre-level 6 against the Visage. And of course, once the familiars are out,
you can't lane.
To sort of see how he deals with that at all, yeah.
Yeah, you can't. Once familiars are out, you're at the lane is just impossible to stand there as MTD. He's going to have to be active. So we'll see what he can look to make happen with that activeness. Top, they're giving up a lot of Eidolons. Miracle continuously is getting some pretty good snakes. And also, might just get a kill.
Get the first blood. They've got the Fairy Fire MNT.
One more.
That'll do it there. First blood for Miracle in a lane where he's already having no struggle getting the farm.
He's getting extra farm even, yeah. A couple Eidolons that he has gotten from Onmei. Hook. Tanked by MC. Not the target he wants.
MC doesn't care at all about that.
They get the creep. They get the deny on the first flag bearer. Almost these level 3s. That's where we're probably going to see a lot more action happen, especially bottom. When MC has level 2 Celestial, and Pleb also has the point of heap.
I'll make a bit of a go for Pleb here.
Even before level 3. Might be able to get him.
Pleb got him. Another kill here for Nigma Galaxy, opposite side of the map.
Ooh. And Lodin actually missed the pull as well. He was going for a pull while that action was happening. He didn't actually get it. So now the lane is in a pretty terrifying position even for Lodin to step up.
Now GH is going to be able to do some good damage there, pushing him back.
Up top.
And his side lane's going very well. The mid lane, you know, to give credit to MTD, he is farming fine so far. 21-1 against the 22-3.
But Visage is not a hero that like dominates in lane before 6. He's a hero that can actually, most heroes can do pretty well versus in lane until that 6 comes out. So we'll see how he can withstand once it does hit.
Sure, and what we're seeing, you know, with a lot of what the more meta mid heroes, you normally have the ability to push the Visage back away from the lane, and so that the Visage just doesn't get as simple of a start that Sumail is able to get this game.
Yeah, you usually slow down the 6 a little bit, like we saw from I mean, this was a little bit of an exception. It was Weehaw versus, I think it was it, I can't remember. Either way. Versus Excalibur, sorry.
Yeah,
where
I think
he killed
against
him.
both of them, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you might be right. Where he killed him, right?
Yeah.
And he bullied him super hard in the first 4 levels. Now, this isn't the case, but MTD. On Sumail a little bit here.
See
Bottom Pleb.
Might be in trouble. Oh, the glimpse will take back.
He's getting
control. He's going to have to maybe step outside of the lane for a while. He has got the Ring of Health.
I mean, look at Lodin's inventory as well on.
It's empty.
It's empty. He's just used all his mangoes. He's completely out. This bottom lane is a total disaster. He has 300 net worth on Disruptor, 1400 on Pudge.
What's his GPM?
Negative.
Negative.
Pleb dies solo. But it is negative. You start with 600. That's what consumables do to you.
Tough times. Tough times down there. I mean, tough times by that mid lane.
Whoop.
Corona trying for the setup there, but don't quite have enough damage to take down MTD.
And the 6 is there. And Kuroki playing in the area. Actually doesn't have sidekick. He has gone for the 2 points in rebound at the moment. They've got options here to jump off. MNT has to be careful. He might get gone on himself. Oop.
Kuro, quick dispose. He's hanging around for the power rune.
He needs a buddy.
Being here. GH is going to head over to help out. Sumail as well, also around. They'll jump back over with the rebound over towards MTD. MTD's got to run. See Sumail look to chase him out here with the familiars. He's got the stun control. MTD trying to escape the Visage. He's so low. He will manage to live. Time down bottom. Mind control.
He put a ward under tower while trying to dive.
Oh, but to try and find the kill. I mean, bottom lane, they're trying to kill mind control.
Oh, no
He's
way.
actually just able to outplay them. He makes his way around the trees, swings across them with the hammer, and he's actually the one to get the kill out of this.
Yeah, absorbed mid. Will die in the meantime.
And now Pleb. I mean, there's 3 heroes closing in on Pleb.
Uh-oh. He's looking in a lot of trouble. MC's got a hammer. Oh, boy.
Well, this one, it's looking rougher than the first one.
It actually is.
7 minutes in, 3K lead for Nigma Galaxy.
Medusa free farm, Dawnbreaker free farm, and shutting down the safe lane carry. Visage free. Oh boy.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Looking very, very smooth here today, Nigma Galaxy. Kuro, he'll offer himself up to the tower.
And as we mentioned, playing from behind. Still early, of course, to call the playing from behind kind of thing that much, but playing Disruptor from behind, it's always going to feel a bit bad. And now Dawnbreaker's already 6, so early in the game. Difficult for them to make any aggressive move. Yeah, just like last time.
And what is your mid-Ursa going to be able to do for you here?
He's behind, so he can't even look to make any of these like rotation plays that perhaps he was wanting to do with this Ursa from the mid lane.
They might try and go for him.
They just get the tower.
Another very quick tier 1 tower here in this game too that Nigma Galaxy is able to take down.
This is setting up to be an incredibly one-sided game. The lineup that scales harder, much harder, has a 4K advantage before the laning phase is even done.
Gonna go for mind control. See if they can get him. The hook's going to be off the mark there from Pleb. Catch mind control in the cogs, but he's got his hammer at the ready to pull himself out. GH does get caught and left behind. They'll get something out of this move, DGG.
Having to use the glimpse on the less priority kill instead of getting the Dawnbreaker. A little bit of a unfortunate scenario for Lodin, but at least they get a kill. They have to bring numbers if they ever want to make plays at this point because they are at this deficit. They have to have the advantage of numbers. But yeah, if they are going to be doing that, Miracle, he's already going for farm route. Look at his skill build. 4 points in the split shot. Knows that he didn't even need the other stuff for laning.
He's having a flawless time. We'll get the stacks going for him in the jungle.
It's level 7. Pudge is level 5. So we're just going to watch that net worth for Miracle absolutely skyrocket. Now Sumail looking to get active himself. Does he have the drums finished? He does. Pleb might just die again here.
Yep. He's looking in a whole world of trouble.
0-4. Last game, I think he ended 0-5 on the Shadow Fiend. Wasn't able to have much of an impact at all. This one, it's going to be worse.
Nice tower. We're going down as well. Nigma Galaxy applying this very early pressure. Very much on the same track as how fast they're able to get ahead in game 1.
This just feels way worse because it's not a big push lineup with like DP Chen and stuff. It's a lineup that's just going to get so strong as game progresses. Owned me actually going as a different build. Aether Lens Rush on the Enigma.
All right.
Don't think I've seen a Lens Rush. I usually see either Urn or Vessel or Wraith Pact or something.
Okay. I mean, you know, it means you can sort of like sit in the trees, make some Eidolons from a nice safe distance, push the lanes out.
Something like that. Doesn't help his team though, because he's not going to have any auras or anything, as Lodin, a level 4 Disruptor, disintegrated. Everyone's so low level. Level 5 Pudge, level 4 Disruptor, level 4 Clockwork.
How do they make any sort of move?
I don't know, but Pleb, every time he shows, I'm scared for him.
Oh, GH. About a swipe away from going down there, but we'll manage to dive in time.
Uh-oh, Pleb. He showed himself.
I mean, they'll want to dive under the tier 2 for this. You know, it's rough. You know, sometimes you happen to bump into Nigma Galaxy in the lower bracket when Nigma Galaxy is playing 100, you know, sort of 110%. And that's certainly what's happening today here.
No mercy. And of course, I mean, they did end their draft with the mid or so, and
it was something different. I mean, that's sometimes the way it goes. You know, when you're in this sort of position, one game away from being eliminated, you got to go with your gut feeling. This game is MTD trying to play the mid-Ursas. So far, it's been tough. See underneath the tower, they'll get the hook onto mind control. Nice 3-man stun there from Sumail, and the Familiars to hold them back. They'll still be able to continue to chase him. They'll use the black hole. Now will allow them to get the kill on MC. See if they can run, though, because now Nigma Galaxy, they'll be ready to turn and get some kills in return for losing MC. They'll take down Pleb. They'll take down MTD. They'll get 2 here in return for the 1 that they lose. And Kuro, he may be even seeing if he can get more. Ready to chase down. See the cogs actually pulling Kuro closer to MNT. Double kill for Samael as Nigma Galaxy will clean up yet another fight.
Meanwhile, looking at Miracle, he's having the time of his life.
He's loving it.
He doesn't need to do much of anything as his team decimates DGG. And DGG, they have to overcommit so hard to get the kill that they get fully turned on after. And potentially might even lose their 2-2 here to the sidekick familiar.
They are getting so far ahead here, Nigma Galaxy, that there's a chance that Miracle might never have to leave his jungle, and they may just get the win.
Yeah.
You know, the other 4 are just, they're kind of able to do everything right now. Miracle could go into full chill mode.
Yeah, by the time they see Miracle, he's going to come out with a Manta and Aegis probably.
It's pretty terrifying.
10 CS a minute on him already. And just continuing to apply so much pressure on bottom. You see all of DGG down here. They do have Static Storm for once now.
Get the hook. So Samael, Static Storm down. Will trap the 2 of them. Hook shot over from MNT. And now with the backup of MTD, they'll take out Samael. They should be able to get mind control as well here.
No.
Bit of a speed boost from Kuro, but the glimpses at the ready. Drag him back. Take him out.
Nice try, Kuro. He's smiling. He tried to dispose and do some funny business with the glimpse or something like that. But all right. That's exactly how they have to do it. They just have to bring numbers every time. They have to have number advantage. And likely, they probably have to have these ults every single time, too. Static Storm, hook shot to catch these out of position.
Of course, they did still lose that tier 2 tower here. 13 minutes in. Only 13 minutes into the game.
Yeah, they didn't even clean up the familiars either. Would have been a little bit of decent gold bounty as well.
See Kuro, he's ready to go for some solo action. The glimpse, it's there in time. Still there's Samael. Doesn't matter. Good hook from Pleb will save Lodine.
Kuro's not done.
I guess he still wants to try and chase this.
They know how free the game is at this. Like obviously, like they know how free everything is. This Medusa is completely uncontested, level 12. So they're just looking to run around and kill heroes at this point, especially when Static Storm's on cooldown. Own me.
Mind control. He's got eyes on him, but it's a little too deep to continue this chase.
Okay, Own Me has Blink Dagger now. So maybe with the Blink and the Lens, Black Hole's up in 30.
I have Diffusal on MTD. He's got his item done.
Okay.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
They're still going to need multi-hero ults to have any shot in the fights. And it might just be Roche time already.
But they will have that ult for the Roshan if they want to try and fight Nigma Galaxy. They've got Static Storm and, as you say, Black Hole right round the corner.
You have to kill Miracle pre-Stone Gaze, though, if you want to even attempt to have any of that.
They're going to try here.
It's going to be hard, let's see.
See if they can mess with Nigma Galaxy here. The hook into mind control. Hook shot over from the side. We'll see Omi look for the perfect opportunity or sit back for now. Static Storm down on them, but the Supernova's there. Can they burst through Miracle? They're getting him very low. They'll be able to take him down. Miracle will fall. Black Hole onto nobody. As they may have killed Miracle, but it's going to come at quite the cost. 3 dead, potentially more here if they're able to get their hands on Owned Me. Samael, get the first stun off with the familiar. See Mind Control thinking about diving in, but the hammer's still on cooldown for a couple of seconds. They do kill that Medusa.
They got they did get that Static Storm on him. I wasn't sure if the Disruptor was actually going to find the angle, but I guess with the chaos that was happening, did get it on top. They got the Ursa on top of him too. So at the very least, they do get Dusa, but lose the fight and a pretty big whiffed Black Hole from Onmei. Can they get a hook with the glimpse?
Very nicely set up in times. See MTD also able to jump the backlines. He gets on top of Mind Control. Might be able to get more. Okay, no backups in for Nigma Galaxy. Samael and Miracle have turned up. DGG, they've got to run the hook shot, but it's chased down by the Soul Assumption. Still, though, 2 for 1. The better of trades the DGG's had this game.
Right now, if they can get they can maybe try to get Miracle after this Stone Gaze. Lodine's going to die, probably. Oh. Okay, yeah.
Samael's kind of just cleaning them up here, one by one. They're not quite being able to get on top of the Visage again.
They have to have MTD and the Pudge playing right on top of each other. So if he does land a hook, he can just get the full Fury on top. No Stone Gaze available. So massively uphill battle, but we have seen chance of the kill threat at least on the Dusa if they get him fully locked down. Kuro.
And they line up the hook.
They're scared.
Try here. They know that indeed the whole of Nigma Galaxy is there right behind Kuro.
Oh, he's got Ags now on Sumail.
They get the setup. To dispose. We'll see if Pleb's going to get any sort of help here. DGG, can they save their carry? Solar Guardian's heading over as well. Pleb, there's no saving the Pudge. Look at the glimpse back. Onto Mind Control, dragging him back towards the mid, but not too far away even at that.
No, he's happy with that. He's like, oh, thank you. Brought me to the farm that I was going to go back to. Now, maybe they can go for it.
They want to try and get him. Got Hammer up in a second, but MTD's on top of them. They'll drop the Static Storm to make sure that they can finish off this kill. See if DGG's able to get out of this. Supernova, so he can stay in position. MTD will turn in an attempt to take down the egg, but the dispose into the rebound. It is there. The egg goes off successfully. Double kill, triple kill for Miracle. DGG trying their best to throw themselves into these team fights and get something, but even there, I mean, Nigma Galaxy just coming together to make sure that GH doesn't pop.
They have to commit so much to get any of the kills, right? As soon as I see Static Storm drop on the Dawn, I'm like, oh my god, chaos is going to happen after this fight. So immediately get chased. Great backup plays from Nigma to protect the egg, the familiar stun, and then the dispose to push the Ursa away. Would have died otherwise. And now they do get that rush.
And I hope we see this from Miracle. This was something they used to do in the past, right? Manta, Rapier, end the game.
There was a phase when it was the Rapier which gave True Strike that a lot of players
it was
were
different.
doing that. But either way, I mean, they know that they can likely just end this game in the next few moments.
But it also makes it spicy, though. You know, if you go for this very early Rapier rush and you drop it.
I think they'll be all right.
Yeah, it's going to take quite something for DGG to slow down Nigma Galaxy in this game.
When's the last time you saw one of these carry Pudges be in this type of position? He is bottom 4 net worth. He's going to be overtaken by everybody on the side of Nigma at some point. A really rough series for Pleb. Nigma just putting all the attention onto him today. All the bans, as we said, through the draft. Banning out his carry heroes, putting him into an uncomfortable position, and then the last game too, just putting all the focus onto his SF, this time the Pudge. Not letting him have much of a chance. Oh! He doesn't keep... Oh, Miracle doesn't keep it. I haven't seen the Specialist array with Medusa yet. I was wondering how the split shot plus split shot interaction works. But he doesn't keep it.
On me.
Oh!
It looked like he was kind of trying to bait the action in. On top of him, they will take out Kuro, but it's going to cost them the life of Only. Pleb is able to grab Mind Control up on the high ground. Supernova will be there. DGG having to run from this Miracle. Even stepping up to the high ground in an attempt to chase. Pleb getting held very, very low on the HP. Won't quite die. DGG expending the buyback here on Lodine in an attempt to maybe get a catch onto Nigma Galaxy as they retreat, but they won't find it.
Nigma
Galaxy are able to get back to safety. And we see here, Miracle, unfortunately, he got a bit of cold feet. Won't be getting that Rapier first. He'll settle for the Butterflies his next item. He'll play it a little safer.
Yeah, why not? He doesn't.
I mean, absolutely, why not? But we all hope to see the old school Rapier rush.
Butterfly will make him pretty much invulnerable versus the Ursa. Oh, they're looking to keep going. M&T, this is where you got dove before. Gotta be careful.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
16,000 lead. Pudge with 1/3 of the net worth of his opposing carry.
That's a painful spot to be in.
Yeah. It really is like one of the first times I'm not seeing the Pudge able to, like, you know, have an okay lane and then back up to triangle, farm Aghanims and stuff like that. Yeah, he's just never had a chance this game.
Now here we go, 21 minutes. Nigma Galaxy
Same
ready
as
to
last
push
time.
towards the high ground. We saw them able to close up game 1, 22 minutes and 37 seconds. They get a good fight here. Ooh, the hook on Miracle. See MTD try and focus him down, but has to step back as soon as the Familiar's coming on top of it.
Billow on mana now on Miracle. Do they have any mana boots or anything? Nope. Kuro's going for the phase BKB build from the 5 position.
MTD Jump in once more, but as soon as he's in, he has to get away. Kuro, she landing the rebound into the dispose. MTD, he'll go down. And there is no buyback on him. Pleb will find the hook onto mind control. And no follow-up as Nigma Galaxy, they'll take the full set of racks top. DGG losing their mid laner and not able to take anything from Nigma Galaxy in return.
He was playing with fire multiple times the way he stepped up versus Miracle.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower.
1 minute on Aegis. Might just go for all 3 Raxes. Get a hook.
Has fallen.
They just can't kill, they can't burn through that Aegis even.
Oh, they give him even the Dagger of Ristul. So he pops it when he's hitting Rax and then swaps back to the Aquila.
Dire's bottom tower.
Can they get him the once? Aegis in 40 seconds. Kuro, he's in.
The quick dispose. Mind control, follow-up damage to burst through MNT. We'll see him coming with the buyback.
30 seconds.
Still can't take him out.
He's just going
for
to charge
once.
in and die. I think he's just going to suicide. He doesn't want them to do some fighting.
He does want to die. He wants to die.
Like, he doesn't want them to kite him and then something weird happen where he dies. Yeah, look, he's going to stop hitting tower, at least for a second. He wants to die. Too much evasion. There we go.
So if he can line anything up with the respawn, Pleb, he's thinking about going for the hook. We'll be able to get it into the Static Storm. MTD in on top of the Medusa. See if they have enough damage to burst through Miracle. They're struggling. They can't quite do it. They can't quite finish off the Medusa. 4 heroes dead on DGG. As Nigma Galaxy on to the final set of racks here. 23 minutes in. As that'll be that. GG, it's cool. The end of the road here for DGG. Nigma Galaxy, though, turning up today and getting the 2 fast wins I think they expected to be able to achieve here. This was very, very convincing from them. Absolutely no hiccups at all in this one, folks.
Yeah, I think today they just completely outdrafted and outplayed versus DGG. DGG, this draft especially, looked very difficult because of that last big Ursa, but the last one too, right? Like picking this, they just got fully counteracted and they gave Nigma their specialty. They gave the IO, the Chen, the Death Bro. They gave them everything. So this time around, sad to see for DGG. They're going to be bowing out. But for Nigma, they're moving forward and we do get that hype matchup.
We do.
Tomorrow.
We do, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, if you've not been keeping an eye on the bracket, we'll show it soon, or at least tell you. But yeah, first we'll check out the scoreboard of that last game, just to indeed see just how rough it did end up being, unfortunately, for DGG. 0-9-5 there, Pleb, on the safe lane. Pudge did not have a fun time today.